Okay, hey, Diane here. I've had a good job setting up today. Never mind. I'm here because I haven't done a video for a while. I've got so many videos that I was going to be doing and they just haven't happened because life has been going on. I've finished the double wedding ring quilt. I've been to my daughter's wedding where I spoke in front of my daughter's double wedding ring quilt. My daughter's and my son-in-law's double wedding ring quilt. I'll have to get used to saying that. And that was wonderful. That was a couple of weeks ago. And there's been other stuff going on and pretty big for me and actually, yeah, for my business, Stitchgate. So we'll get on into that throughout the video. There are quite a few bits in there which will be explained as they go along, hopefully. But I just felt the need to sort of set the scene with a very hot day again, because it's July 2026 and we're filming this. So yeah, and it's nice and hot. It's perfect. I'm a summer girl. And yeah, so there's lots of photos because I haven't really had the headspace to be or time and opportunity to be filming. So a lot of it's going to be a voiceover. So I thought it adds a little bit of personality, personal touch for me to actually film for you to get things going. So yeah, all will be revealed in the video. It's all going on. Yes, it is indeed all going on. If you've been following along in the YouTube community posts, I've just put a few up, you'll know life became rather busy in June, and quite honestly, that's exactly how I wanted it to be in the circumstances. The biggest thing, of course, was my daughter's wedding, and you can see the quilt hanging there up in the garden. And some of you have been following the story of this double wedding ring quilt from the very beginning, watching me slowly piece it together and then watch me race against the clock to get the quilting finished just days before the wedding. I don't think I've ever cut things quite so fine, especially with such an important project. Thankfully, yeah, it was finished in time, and seeing it there on the wedding day made every hour worthwhile. I'll be popping different photographs on the screen while I'm chatting, because it really was a beautiful day. As a mum, it was incredibly special. As a quilter, seeing something I'd made become part, see there, me standing there doing my speech, seeing my quilt become part of such an important family memory is something I'll never forget. It's funny, isn't it? We spend so much time making quilts, but every now and again then what comes along that isn't really about the fabric at all. It's about everything wrapped up inside it. So for a few weeks I disappeared into family life and quilting. I wasn't worrying about YouTube. I wasn't thinking about algorithms. I wasn't thinking about being consistent online. I was simply enjoying being present, and I don't regret that for a second. Afterwards, though, something happened that I wasn't really expecting. Everything went quiet. I imagine quite a few of you will know what I mean. You've been working towards something for weeks or months. You're busy, focused, and running on adrenaline. And then suddenly it's over. Instead of feeling relieved, you can feel a little lost. And that's very much where I've been over the last few weeks. I've been slowly cleaning the wedding dress, sorting through photographs, getting the house back in order, and generally letting life settle again, which is not something that comes easy to me. And while all that was happening, another chapter was quietly coming to an end too. Many of you have known me through Stitchgate over the years, because for about 12 years this has been a huge part of my life. There was all the learning before I even started the business, and then there have been classes, retreats, long-arm quilting, workshops, hundreds of lovely conversations, and so many friendships that simply wouldn't have happened otherwise. I'm incredibly grateful for every single person who's walked through the studio doors, because I've had a few studios. But over the last year, I've been listening quite carefully to what life has been telling me. Sometimes we keep trying to make something work, simply because we're invested so much into it as a solopreneur in particular. Other times we realise we've quietly become slightly different. I'm in that second camp. So I've made the decision to close Stitchcape as a business. It isn't a dramatic ending. Nobody's fallen out, nothing terrible has happened. No gossip, I'm afraid, really. It's simply a matter of feeling like the right time to let one chapter finish so another one has room to begin. In a nutshell, it's complicated, obviously. That has taken a lot of courage from me to do because it's been such an integral part of my life. If you've watched my videos for a while, you'll know I've often spoken about creative identity, how sewing isn't just about making quilts, it's about becoming ourselves again. And it's rather amusing that I've had to take my own advice. This season has reminded me that creativity isn't only about what we make with fabric, although I've known this for a while, a long time. Sometimes it can be about having the courage to redesign our own lives too, around our sewing. And the funny thing is, I don't actually feel sad. There's definitely uncertainty. There always is when something changes. But underneath that is quite a surprising sense of peace. For the first time in a long while, I don't feel as though I'm trying to keep lots of different plates spinning for lots of different people and reasons. Now I can simply enjoy making, filming videos for you on YouTube and sharing my joy of this because I still love my sewing. That ain't going anywhere. I've also started giving one of the rooms at home a bit of a makeover. There you can see it, the long arm lounge. When we pulled up the old carpet too, we discovered parquet floor underneath. My God, how cool is that? Because there was carpet moss. It wasn't very nice, so the carpet had to go. It definitely needs some love, but it felt like one of those lovely little surprises that life occasionally gives you when things are feeling a bit tricky. So if you start seeing paintbrushes and decorating mixed in with quilts over the next few weeks, you'll know why. This channel has never really been about just patchwork anyway. It's about creative lives, real ones, with Stanley knives. The messy bits, the exciting bits, the uncertain bits, the joyful bits. And I think that's probably the direction it's going to continue taking. I still have the second video to share about Christine's wonderful Quilts for Care Leavers project, and I absolutely haven't forgotten that. And many others I've got up my sleeve as such. In fact, I think it's even more relevant now, Christine's quilt, because it's another reminder that creativity has this wonderful ability to care for people in ways we often don't realise, no matter what their stage of creativity is, what their stage of life is, what season they're in. Whether they're having to fill a bucket with water so that they can clean the wall. Our quilts happen within all this, and we still can care for other people, show we care for other people. So all of these redecoration images and that will possibly still happen because there's still lots to do in that room and get somebody to fix the parquet and paint and all of that. Yuck, those carpet moths, they gotta go. So that's all to come. For today, though, I simply want to say thank you. Thank you for staying here while life happened. And thank you for allowing this channel to move at a human pace rather than at an internet pace.